That was the closest I ever cut it. The last place I stopped, I had half a tank, so I didn't fill up. I had plenty. I mean, there was no harm in it, but I didn't. I wanted to just make good time. I didn't want to spend more time after filming and getting Powerade, filling up gas. And then I got down to a quarter of a tank and didn't see a gas station for a really long time. Happens occasionally. I'm in like central Utah, maybe even western Utah. The gas light came on when, oh man, it was like 60 miles ago. The most I ever went with the gas light on was from the casino in Council Bluffs to my apartment in Lincoln, very quickly after leaving the casino, which is like a 55-mile drive. It went on. I was a little nervous then. I had no idea how much that means I have. I don't have like a fancy car from this year where it tells you exactly how many miles you have left. So I knew at least like 40, 45, and it said the next closest gas station was like, I drove for a while, and then a sign came up on my GPS that said 56 miles to a Phillips 66. No way I was making that. So while I was driving in the dark on the interstate in the middle of Utah, I checked for gas stations, and this like rogue gas station, give this guy a massive amount of credit for existing, not that he knew he was going to help me out. It's called Randy's, right there. It's called Randy's Service. I'm in, I don't know where, Utah. I was not confident this place existed. And then I finally saw a sign when I got really close to the exit off the interstate, exit 91, off of, I think I'm on I-70 now. And there was a picture of a gas tank, and then I'm like, okay, I'm a little more confident, but still, I don't know if it's like closed, if it has, you know, something like this where you could pay at the middle of the night, even when no one's here. You could see. $76.10. Oh, it was like bone dry. I felt like Kramer in that Seinfeld episode. What was giving me solace was the fact that Kramer in the episode, whether it's true or not, says he's had the ticker go well below the E slash. When, you know, F full, E empty, and there's that, you know, a slash on top, a slash on the bottom, and that line, that arc connecting them. So I'm like, I saw it getting lower. I saw it getting closer and closer to the slash, and then it met the slash, and I had gone like 60 miles. And I'm like, I can't have much more than this. And car made it. Great car, awesome car. Appreciate the car very much. Wish the car were a living thing so it could hear me saying all this. That was close. I don't know what I would have done. I was like half just hoping I made it, and half wondering what I would do. I guess just like park on the side of the interstate, or if there were like a scenic overlook really, really close, park there, go to sleep, and figure something out in the morning. I don't know. This road, I got off the interstate and drove 10 miles, 12 miles. There's no shoulder on that road. So if I ran out of gas on that road, that would have been really bad. I don't even know where I would have pulled over. Like, there's brush, and then it just like falls off. So anyway, I made it, and apparently this is a very small town, Utah, because no one's around, and I'm actually talking a little loudly, and there's a public library over there, post office behind me. Cool little town. Very much appreciate it. Randy, if I ever meet him in real life, I don't know why I would, but really glad this place existed. I don't know if I would have made it to the Phillips 66, which was like, I don't know, maybe 30 more miles or something. So glad I made this. Actually thought about filming while it was going on, but it was tough enough playing with the GPS and driving in the dark in the middle of nowhere. I had a very good fullback. When I drive on the interstate at night in the pitch black, I usually look for an 18-wheeler that's going at an okay speed. I don't mind if it's a little slow, and I call him the fullback. He's blocking, he's leading the way, I'm following. It's not just the lights on the back of the truck helping me see, but the headlights a little bit ahead of me. It's a big help, because there's no street lights out here. So I had a good fullback. He left, and I was kind of just driving on my own in the dark. And I didn't want to grab my camera also and start filming, as exhilarating as it would have been and as panicked as I was getting. But made it, and I'm actually pretty awake. Yeah, I'm actually pretty awake. I was awake anyway, extra awake from all this adrenaline, and I'm probably just gonna head to Vegas. I think I'll get there around 3:30. Play a little, see if Bally's has a game. If not, see if Caesars has a game. I don't think I'm going to make it till 11 when I can check in at Rio. So play a little, and then sleep in my car for a couple hours, a few hours, then head to Smith's, then check in at Rio and start my vacation. So I guess I think I have like one more set of stories. When I get to Vegas, I'll talk about some stuff. Didn't plan on this video, but there you go. Made it. Randy's Service in some city, Utah. All right, here is the next exit that had a gas station. So I chose to get off and go to Randy's Service. It would have been another 35 miles to get here to Salina, and go to a gas station. I had already gone 65 miles. So I don't know, or maybe it was like 52. I don't know that I had like 90 or 100 miles in the gas tank from when that light came on. So I don't think I would have made it. So glad I decided to get off, and glad that place existed in whatever town. I think it started with an F, whatever town, Utah. So I have right now about 4.5 hours until I get to Bally's, and I'm gonna see if they have a game going. All right, I couldn't give you the panic of when I almost ran out of gas, but I could give you the thrill of me going 60 to 80 on the interstate in the dark and finding my cigar in the back seat and lighting it. First, water into this cup from the gas station. You might be hearing it hit the bottom. Need a ghetto ashtray. Thinking ahead, gotta set that up first. Oh, the cigar is somewhere back here. Ah, oh, there it is. All right. Hope it's humid. I bought it a while ago. Cigar. Take it out of the cellophane. Take the rings off. Partagas, good choice. I might turn the light off for a second. There's a guy coming up. Not police or anything, but just don't like having the light on. Distracts me sometimes. I'll let this guy pass. You can enjoy the dark. Alright, he's gonna be by in a few seconds. Alright, I have to cut this. The cutter is in the glove compartment behind the camera. Hope I can pull this off. You must know, actually, there's not a lot of cars around. This is making it easier. I did this once in the dark in traffic on the George Washington Bridge, which is a lot narrower than this, and it was a success. So gotta cut it. I like to do an X cut it both ways. Cut it the way I cut it, and then cut it perpendicular. I knew that those math courses in college would help out. Perpendicular. Oh, and the time on the George Washington Bridge, I didn't have I don't want that light on. You can just listen. I didn't have wooden matches. I'm only lighting cigars with wooden matches or a butane lighter, not paper matches, which is all I had. So I had to take the wood out of the glove compartment, these like very thin slivers of wood, use the paper match, light the paper match, light the wood, then use the wood to light the cigar. But right now I have wooden matches, so that's one easier step than on the George Washington Bridge anyway. The same matches I forgot to give Rich the day before, the final day in Vegas before I went to Council Bluffs. Might need another one. I think that's good, actually. I think it'll soften a little as the, and I'll be able to draw in a little more smoke as I smoke this. It's a long cigar, so I have about 2 hours and 43 minutes, GPS says, till I get to Bally's. And you saw the panic, well, the post-event panic of the running out of gas, almost, and me lighting a cigar while driving on I-15 in Utah in the dark. So I'll see you next time.